I'm Ivan Papier. I'll be your trainer for today. And I am just like all of you, an ordinary teacher at a school. So I'm teaching life orientation and EMS at a high school. So I have full empathy with all of you in this difficult times that we are facing at school. So yeah, once again, thank you for being here. I know it is timing these days are very, very, very valuable. So for today, colleagues, we will be focusing on video editing and Zoom recordings. Now, video editing and Zoom recordings, we will learn how to create quick and easy instructional videos for your learners using Zoom. Now, Zoom, for those of, I think most of us are familiar, seeing that this is an intermediate webinar for intermediate users. Most of us are familiar with Zoom, and it is a virtual place where we host meetings. But Zoom has got some nice features for us also to make use of, and that is to do screen recording. But about that a little later. And then also Windows 10 has got this free video editor with some amazing features that you can use. So we'll look at those two things for today. We'll dive a little deeper and teach you how to record a lesson with your video alongside the presentation. We'll do some video editing techniques like animation, effects, trimming your video, adding music, and many more. Export your video to an MP4 format, and then the people who is attending today, we assume that all of you are intermediate users who are looking to improve their skills. Now, the agenda for the day, colleagues, the first part, we will just quickly go into this module 2, this video teaching that is on the WCED's website. Some nice courses that we can do. I think most of us are familiar with that website. Also, this recording will also be posted there. This webinar will also be posted on there. Then part 2 is where we will start with the recording with Zoom. We'll install and register to host a Zoom session, and then we will record a lesson using Zoom as a screen recorder. Part 3, we will edit a video using Windows Video Editor. What we're going to do there is that we are going to trim the video, add animation and transition, add text, sound and intro and ending pages, compress our video to an MP4, and then you can use that video to share wherever you would want to share that, whether it's over WhatsApp, Facebook, Google Classroom, or a shared drive. Part 4, colleagues, is where I will take you through the task. Now, please, colleagues, for today, you will only do one task, and it will only be on part 3. So your task for today will not include the Zoom recording. Okay, this will just part 2 will only be we will just explain to you how to install and how you can use Zoom to do a recording, but your task will be on part 3. Jayson, is there any questions at this stage?
No, even there are no questions.
Thank you, Jayson. Now, as I said, colleagues, in part 1, we do have this wonderful website provided by the WCED for us as teachers to do some remote teaching and learning. I just quickly want to take you, it is on my slides, just want to take you to the website where this information is, I know the internet sometimes just is sometimes a little slow. So some of you might have done some of the self-paced course, and there are nice webinars that you can make use of. There's the self-paced learning, and there's the webinar support. Now, colleagues, if you do go into the webinar support, you will find nice courses. There are quite a few courses that's still left for the year for you to do, should you want to upskill yourself. So just a little bit of promotion for the department. This is a really just upskill yourself. Then, colleagues, let's go back to my presentation. There we go. So to start with our first part, to host in Zoom. Now, to host means you are the one that's starting the meeting in Zoom. All right. So to be a host in Zoom, you need to register an account. You can use any email address to do that. You can then choose to either use the desktop application or the browser or the web application when you are hosting. Now, I will show you how to do that. Now, you can, in Chrome, if you are using Chrome in this browser, you can, just close that. You can then just search zoom.us. I don't have, well, I've had it, but I've uninstalled my Zoom just to show you how you are going to install your Zoom. I think I'm just having a little bit of Wi-Fi issues at stage. I'm not sure how many of you are willing to, able to use the extensions that Google Chrome has to offer, but you can always access Zoom through your extensions right here. I have pre-installed mine, so I can, if I'm in Chrome, I can access Zoom immediately. But if not, then you can use the desktop version, which I will show you now when it is installed. All right, just give a little time. So once you have searched zoom.us or zoom.us, you will land on this page. Jayson, you can see this page, all right?
Yes, Evan, I can see the page. Yes, Evan, I can see the page.
Colleagues, anyone, I can just unmute just to give me an indication if you can hear me. You can hear me. Okay. You can see the Zoom landing page there.
Yes, Evan, I can see your
Okay.
page.
It's a bit slow that side.
Yes, Evan, I think your internet is a bit slow.
Okay, colleagues, so once you are, is it a bit slow, my internet?
Yes,
Okay,
Evan.
you can hear me properly,
Yes, I can
Jayson?
hear you properly, Evan. But I just think I think
Okay.
you're
Okay, I'm switching it to Wi-Fi
okay.
now. Just, Jayson, if I'm a bit too...
Okay,
Okay,
I
thanks.
will notify you, Evan.
So, colleagues, once you've landed on this, thanks, Jayson. Once you've landed on this page, colleagues, then you need to click on host a meeting. You have the option to either click on with video on or with video off, screen share only, doesn't matter. I'm going to choose with video off because I am already in a meeting, so it might just clash. You can always switch it on once you have installed your Zoom. Now, once you've landed on this page, colleagues, you can scroll down and you can sign in with your Google account, so you don't have to sign up. All right, you can immediately just sign in with your Google account, and then depending on how many accounts you have, you can sign in with whatever account you are happy with. Remember, you will create content for your learners. So I'm not going to use my personal account, I'm going to use my school account. So I'll select that one. And this is just to sign into Google, into Zoom. Right. So after that, I will be signed into that account, and as long as you have Zoom, you will be signed in. It will take you to this page. So this means that I am now signed in, but you'll see it's still on the browser. You'll see my profile picture up there. This is my Google account picture. And now I can go up here and say again, host a meeting with my video off. All right. And now it will take me to this page. Now there will be a system dialog prompt that will just come up here, but if it does not come up, that means that you do not have or your Zoom is not installed on your device yet. So if you have Zoom, or if you have Zoom client installed, launch the meeting. That is if you have it. I do not have this installed yet, or otherwise download and run Zoom. Now if you click here at the left corner in the bottom here, it will be downloading, but I don't want to do that now, colleagues, because it might just take a little while to do that. I already have it installed on my desktop right in front. So it will look something like this. I've saved it here. Apologies for my very busy desktop. So this is how it will look like, and I am just going to double click there and open it or run it so that I can install this on my laptop. So this will take a little while, colleagues, to install. Won't take very long, but I just quickly want to go back to this page. Now in my extensions here, you will see I have installed or added this to Chrome. Okay, the Zoom scheduler. Now that is this is a very nice way for you when you are working in Chrome to just access Zoom from here. It will be the same process, slightly different, but you can also use your extensions. Just like you have all these other extensions might have in your Chrome, you can also have Zoom as an extension. All right. So as I said, it will take a little while to install, but once it is installed, there's not a lot to do. Just wait for him to finish. Okay. And then this app will become part of all the apps that is installed on your laptop or on your computer. So the next part where it will take you is to sign you into your desktop version on the computer or the laptop. It will sign you in automatically. So whenever you do host a meeting and you do it from your computer, it will eventually be signed in under what you have signed it in on the web. As you can see at the bottom there is Zoom. Now this pop-up will automatically come up. So you don't want to join a meeting because that means you want to join somebody else's meeting. You want to sign in to your meeting. And remember, colleagues, this is the desktop version, and it is not the web browser version that we've talked about in the slides. This will be the desktop application and not the meeting or Zoom meeting with either one. So I'm going to sign in with Google. And then when I'm signed into Google, just want to take you through this process. I can choose which account because this will now synchronize with the desktop application. So I'm going to use my WCED one. Sign in with that. So this is a very nice tool to use, colleagues. Zoom as a screen recorder. I'll show you later how small the videos are actually when you do create lessons using this. Okay. So this is the message. This is the prompt I was talking about earlier. This must come up, and then you say open Zoom meetings, and it will automatically run from your desktop application. It will connect, and it just takes a little while to do that. Just a little patience required to go through the full process. Okay, that's not needed because I am signed in. Just see, close that. Okay. Let me just see quickly. Launch, open. Let me just see. It should have installed now. Just see again. I'm sure it installed now. Let me see. Open. Need to be patient when installing your application. Let's just install it again. Let's just see if it will run. Okay.
Ivan,
Colleagues, just make sure that all of
if I may
yes.
ask a question, um, Florence has posted a question in the chat. Um, if she can
Yeah.
kindly unmute herself and ask the question, just so that I can answer her, because she did post
Yes, sure.
while you sorting out that on that side. Florence, you may ask
Okay.
your question.
Okay, what I'm asking is, I installed the Zoom on my desktop because I was invited into meetings. Is it the same thing, or if I have to host a meeting, do I have to install it again?
No, no, Florence, you don't have to install it again. You can
So
just,
I can.
yes, you can just access your application, and then you can present the meeting, or you can join a meeting through the Zoom application.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you for the question, Florence. Even you may continue.
Thank you, Jason. Yeah, if it is installed on your device, then you can just open it, and that is where it will ask you this question. Let me just open this. Where it said that you can either choose to either join or host your meeting through the app which is installed on your browser, like you said, Florence, or you can click on the web application. It really depends on what you are comfortable with. But for today's purposes, um, I will just show you how to install the application on your device. I'm just trying to figure out why this. Colleagues, I actually want to go into show the recording. Jason, I wonder if you have yours installed right on your desktop.
Yes, even I have mine installed.
Okay. Do you think you want to continue here by doing that part, and then I can do the video editing?
Okay, yes, even I will take over.
Okay. Do I need to give you some time to just open on your side, because mine is now still installing for the third time now?
Yes, yes, even. Can you give me so
Okay.
3 to 4 minutes, please?
Okay, we'll do so. Colleagues, remember this is the first part of our training, the Zoom part, and then we will go over to the video editing once um, you have your video, and once you've created a nice lesson, maybe using Zoom, you can always go and edit it by very basic um, skills that you can apply in Windows without even going to download a application from the internet to do so. It seems like Zoom is installing. Okay, so now I am signed in. This is the message that will come up. So here at the bottom, colleagues, you see this icon. This shows me that it is installed on my laptop, and I am signed in with the account that I chose. And now I can say new meeting or join a meeting. That is when somebody, like Florence said, she got an email, an invitation to join a meeting. That's where you join. Here you want to click on new meeting because you are the one who's going to host the meeting. So you can just click on new meeting, and it will take you to the next window. So it is taking my camera, and you can here decide to whether you want to use your camera or not. I'm just going to switch off. My video is switched off. Don't know why it's on there. I'm going to put my audio off. This pop-up will also come up, colleagues. This is just to ask you whether Zoom can use your audio. You can say yes, but for this purposes, I don't want to do that because it might interfere with. Just mute. Jason, you can still hear me, right?
Yes, 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 even I can hear you.
Jason, you can hear me? Okay. Okay, now I was just a bit concerned because we are running on two platforms. We're running on Zoom and we're running on Meet. It's a bit difficult sometimes to explain um, to explain one platform using another platform. Just make sure that people can hear me. So colleagues, when you are in Zoom, I've switched off my mic, I've switched off my camera now, and now this is the part where you actually start recording your session. Now, these at the bottom is not important for when you are recording a lesson. This might be important for when you are in a meeting, your security settings, your how many participants are in there. You will probably be the only one because you are just using Zoom to create a lesson or a video. The chat, you're not going to use the chat. The record button, you are going to record this because you actually want to have the video. And your reactions, you're not going to use. And this end button, you will use later. So before you share the screen that you want to use, colleagues, go and open the presentation or the Word document or whatever you want to record on the screen. You need to go open that. Now, this file, this PowerPoint presentation is the one that I am going to use just for the training purpose. This is my file. So it is already open. So I will just share my screen and then Zoom will ask you what window you want to share. Now, this is the one I want to share. This is where my PowerPoint is, and I am going to share this window because I want to record a lesson on this now. So I'm going to say, I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to say share. And now the screen will pop up. Now, colleagues, when you use your mouse and you hover here at the top, I just want to drag this a little bit down. You see this green part here? If you just take the mouse away and you hover just over it again, these options will pop up. There's the same options that you can use. Now, I'm not going to do it now because my laptop seems a little bit slow. But if you want to start recording, let me just say, let's go up again. I want to start recording my my lesson from the beginning, you know. From here, you can just click on your presentation or on PowerPoint from beginning. You click on that, it will go into PowerPoint show mode. Okay. Then, but I want to record this whole part for now for this training purposes. Then I will say go to more, this more option. There's a lot of options that you can make use of. But because I want to make a video of this, I want to record this. So the moment you hit record, all right, let me just show you again. You hover here, you go to the right, you go to more, you click on record. This is because I've muted myself. You would want to have your audio there. So I'm going to say continue without audio. Otherwise, you can't hear me in this webinar. So continue without audio. So whatever I'm saying, you're not my audio is not going to be recorded. All right. So now I'm in recording mode. Now I want to record over each slide, talk over each slide. Okay. And then, colleagues, if you are happy with what you have done in your, I'm just doing this so that you can, we have the video open, then you can see, but there is movement in it. Once you are done, then you can just hover over this box here, go to more again, and you can either say pause recording if you maybe just want to pause and you want to come back later again, you can pause. Or if you're happy, then you can say stop your recording. So now your recording is stopped. Oh, another thing I want to show you is when you are recording, let me just quickly record again. You see there's no recording icon. When you are recording, just say without, you'll see this icon, the microphone, it will show that you are muted, and that recording icon will be there for you. All right, so you can actually follow, you can actually see that you are in recording mode. I think I'm gonna have two videos here because I've recorded twice now, but let's see. So once you are done, like I said, colleagues, just go to more. You can stop your recording. And now once you finish and you say, okay, I'm done, I've made my video, I'm happy, I want the video now. Then you go to more again, and you go right down to end, where you can just say, there's your shortcuts, Alt and Q, you can just say end, and then you say end meeting for all. even if you are the only one in the meeting, you can say end meeting for all. And then, colleagues, the conversion process will start immediately of what you have recorded. So you'll see here, there will be some pop-ups coming up without you doing anything. Zoom will do it automatically for you. Just give a moment. There we go, converting the meeting recording. So I think there might be 2 recordings because I've recorded twice, but let's see what is going to happen. Yeah, I don't think it record over each other. So you can just wait for this. You can stand up, take a walk, come back. Zoom will do this for you. And however you have set your stuff on Zoom, it will somewhere on your computer or your laptop save the recording, and you can always then remove it from there. Okay, so appear on your screen. Good, so that is done, colleagues. I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting here and waiting for Zoom to take me through all, to navigate itself through all the channels so that we can have access to the file. There we go. I'm right. Yes, I was right. So in my computer or my laptop, this recording is saved under this PC under documents, and under documents Zoom is there, and then today's, you'll see the date is there. You'll see today's recordings will be there. So if you do a recording tomorrow, if I do a recording tomorrow, mine will be saved there again, but under a different date. So there's the first recording video that I've made. And I actually want to show you this, colleagues, how small in size this is. If you can see there on that message, it says it's an MP4 file. So this videos have been converted automatically into MP4 files. So you can share that over WhatsApp and Facebook. And the size is 1.92 megabyte, which is very, very small. And which is nice for your learners because then they don't have to complain about the data usage. Very nice. The second one also, it's a small video. It's not even a megabyte. So you can open it. And like I said, I did not share my mic. I've muted myself, so there won't be any audio on the video. Well, we hope there's not going to be any audio. Let's see. Jayson, any questions?
No, Evan, there are no questions in the chat.
Okay, thank you. All right, so there it's opening up. Just wait a little while. You'll see, colleagues, when we do the video editing also, using the Windows video editor, this application, it takes a little while to open up. I don't know why, but as for some other reason, it is doing that. Let's just see what this video will be showing us. So just you can see in our recording when we were on Zoom, it made 2 recordings. So you can make multiple recordings, colleagues. There we go. So there's no sound. You can see the mouse and the cursor moving there. And this video was only a minute and 5 seconds long. And that's it, colleagues. That's how you create a video. You just exit, yeah. That is how you create a video in Zoom. It is an MP4 file. It is short. It is not a lot of megabytes. It is, you can use it for WhatsApp. So this is very, very nice to use. If I can just close this now. Okay. Just close that. So colleagues, for this is the screen recording using Zoom. I've taken you through all of it now. If there are if there's no questions that you want to ask, I just want to see if I covered everything. Okay, we've opened it. We've hosted a meeting. Zoom windows open, that's fine. Step 6. Yes, switch camera on to see yourself. This is maybe something I forgot to tell you, colleagues. If you want to have your face on your recording, you can do that. You just switch on your camera, and then it will automatically. You might not see it when you're doing the recording, but once your recording is converted into an MP4 video, then your face will automatically be on there. All right. So that's something I maybe forgot to tell you. Go to mode, it's recording, stop recording. I've shown you that. In the Zoom meeting, and that automatically, yes, automatically to a MP4 file. So that brings us to the end of our Zoom screen recording. Any questions, Jayson?
No, Evan, there are no questions in the chat. I think that you've explained it perfectly. Thank you, Evan.
Okay, thank you, Jayson, for that. So, colleagues, now we will be going. We will proceed to part 3, and this is where this is the nice, the nicer part. The Zoom recording is nice, but this is where everything becomes practical. So, for today, colleagues, again. This is what you will also do. All right, so let's just go to the slide to see what exactly it is we need to do. If you can, colleagues, just think so long while you are sitting with your own device, what video, because you will use a video to do some editing, what videos you have on your device that you might want to use in this practical session that we'll have once I'm done with the spot. So think about videos along, and then you can maybe see what you can use. Okay, colleagues. So part 3 is the Windows video editor. So some of you or most of you might know about this, but in Windows you do have a video editor with some basic and very nice features that you can use. So in this box at the bottom, your search box there, you can search for video editor, and you'll see it will pop up there. It will appear, and then you click on it. So you will open it, and colleagues, like I said earlier, I don't know why. I don't have the answers to that, but it takes a little while to load, to open up and to convert and to save and all that. So it's probably just a Windows thing. So think of a video and some pictures, maybe 1 or 2 pictures that you might want to use, because you will have to put in some media files, which would be a video and a picture that we can do some basic editing on that. All right, so let's just wait for slow windows to open. But Alex, this is a very nice tool to use. Nothing fancy, very basic. And I know some of you have done some nice courses on video editing. You'll see here that this is very, very basic. Um, basic skills to use. If you maybe want to at this stage go and find a video on your device, you are most welcome to do so, right? Just want to close this video.
Evan,
Yes, Jayson.
I also posted the link to the register for the colleagues who didn't sign in yet. So while we're waiting, I think the colleagues can also complete the attendance register, please.
Thank you for that, Jayson. Let me just search against video return. And colleagues, don't make it a long video. It can be a nice short clip that you have there. Or if it's a long video, don't stress about that. We will do some trimming, and that is what we will be. That's what we will do today. To trim our videos from, maybe you have a very big video that you really want to use, but you only want to use a part in that video. You can do that in this nice app that Windows has already installed on your device if you have Windows. Okay, let's see. It's coming up. So you will work or start from scratch, colleagues. You will definitely have to come up with something from scratch. See, there we go. So this is the screen, colleagues, that will pop up. Like I said, it is a bit slow for its own reasons. I'm not so sure why. If somebody maybe know, you are welcome to just pop something in the chat and tell us why Windows Editor is taking slow. Now, as you can see on my screen, colleagues, there are a few videos that I have recorded already. I've done some tests and played with this app a bit. When you have this screen, or when you are in the app, okay, you go to new video project, because you're going to start your own video or a new video project. Click on that. And then, colleagues, there's a little box that will pop up, and that is for you to rename or to name your project that you will be starting with. So let's just wait for that to come up. That also takes a little while, and you will experience that. Let me just see. It will come up in a few seconds. Just see. If it hasn't it hasn't come up yet, colleagues, you are welcome to just here at the top. I'm sure it will come up. Click in there and then just change it. I will say my video's name is test number 1, and I will use today's date. It's probably gonna come up now. No, nothing. So my project, that's the name of my project now. And then, colleagues, this box here, the top left box, this is where you will go and add all the files that you want to include into your video. There we go. You see, I told you, slow Windows. Just say test 1.9.9. 2020. Okay. So you will add all your files that you would want to add in here. Then this part here is your preview part. If you want to check and see how this, what you are creating, how does it look? You know, you will use this part here. Colleagues, please don't be intimidated by all of this. It is really basic, and this is a simple and basic way of doing video editing. So this is where you check and see what you've created. This is the exciting part. This is where you see how things are coming along. And at the bottom, colleagues, the storyboard is where you create your story of what you want to include in here. So like I said, you first need to put in the media or need to put in the files, and this is your project library. So it's empty now, but I can add photos and video clips to get started here. So I'm going to add mine. You have the option to add it from your PC, your collection, or from the web. Now mine is already on the PC. So I will go to my PC, and it will take you to your videos section where you store your videos and your images on your device. So for today's session, colleagues, I am just using a very nice video that I really like. And this is about Nelson Mandela explaining the importance of humility. But this is not for the training. For training purposes, we just want to do basic editing. All right, so I'm going to select that file. I'm going to open, and that video should appear there now. And as I said, colleagues, it takes a little while, but we'll get there eventually. Now, this is just a video. What I want to do is to get all my files there immediately so that I can know what I'm working with. So I'm going to add my images also. And I'm going to add it from my my device. Let me just go back. There's my pictures folder. So I'm going to select all of them. I want all of them there. Open them, and then the app will then add these files. And again, colleagues, you can use whatever you want to use when you are going to do your practical, when you're going to submit that. Whatever you feel comfortable with, what you have there on your device. Jason, everything is still fine in the
Ivan?
chat.
Yes, Ivan. While we're waiting, Rinus just asked a question if we will give them enough time
Yes.
to complete, and I told him that we will give them time up until Friday evening. Is that fine with you?
That is perfect up until Friday, so you can have enough time to complete.
Okay, Ivan, thank you.
All right. So colleagues, as you can see there's all my files that I know I'm going to use. Whenever I want to do anything here on the storyboard, I can just go and drag them down. We'll do that now. So the first thing, colleagues, I want to show you today is to, you know, when you have a video, you want to know what this video is all about. There must be like an introduction to just give some information what this is all about. And here you will go to this option that says add title card. So that your title card is what it actually basically says. It will give you the introduction to what this video is all about. And then you will add some text on your title card. So but now you have to click on the title card. Whatever you are working in here, You have to click on it, and then you can just go to duration. That means it depends on you how long you want that part. You want this part to be displayed in the video. Now I want to add some text on my title card, just to whenever users of this video open the video, they can then see what this video is about. Now, then this will pop up here at the top right in this text box. This is where I'm going to give my video a title. So I will say Nelson Mandela, and maybe just say humility. I don't know. Depends on you. Now, then the animated text styles, there's some nice basic things that you can make use of. Some text styles you can make use of. You can play with it, whatever what makes you happy. For this purposes, maybe I am going to say adventure. And then at the bottom, there's layout. So you can play with this around. You want this text to be in the middle, on top, on the left, on the right, on the bottom, or in the center. I'm just going to use that one. And then when I'm done and happy with this, then I can say I'm done. But before I'm going to done, I want to show you this part at the bottom. This part here shows you that I'm going to say slide, but this part will be displayed for 3 seconds. All right. So then you can say done. If you finish, you're happy with it, you can say done. And that is how my title card will look like, and that is also how my video will start. Now, the next part that I want to include is my video. Now you can quickly distinguish the difference between the video and the images when you just look at it, colleagues. There's my video. Easiest way to do that is just to click and drag down, and then it is in your storyboard. Now, colleagues, like I said earlier, you must click on the items that you want to do some editing on. Now, this video here is 3 minutes and 41 seconds long. I don't want to use, or there's some nice parts in it that I like, and there's some nice parts that I don't want to include in this video. So what I can do, my first option that I have is to go and trim this video a bit. So I can click, first thing you need to do is make sure you click on it, and then you click on trim. Now, colleagues, I've done this multiple times. I've played with it a lot, so I know exactly where I want Nelson Mandela to start talking. Now, this part at the bottom here, okay, this is the previous frame, this is the play button, and this is your next frame. But this part is what you're going to use in order to trim, okay? So let me just play this video. Jayson, you can hear that sound of Oprah talking there.
No, Ivan.
You can't.
You can't hear.
Okay. If I do this, can you
Thereby
hear
an
that?
oppressor.
Yes, yes, Ivan, I can hear the sound.
Okay. Now let me do that instead. So I've done this already, colleagues. Like I said, I'm going to trim this video now, and I want the part where he's answering the question, and that is, let me just see, somewhere around, yeah, somewhere around there. I only want him to talk there. And then I want this video to end at 2 minutes, because here Oprah is talking and talking. I don't want that part. I want it to end roundabout there. Okay. So this is just dragging. So it's only this part that will be part of my video now. This grayed out part there, that's no longer part of my video. So once I'm done, this pin here, colleagues, is just to seek. So you can play with it and just drag it to see, make it easy for yourself to find certain parts that you're looking for. So that's only that part now. So I'm going to say done because I'm happy with that. That's the only part that I want to use in my video, to cut out parts that I don't want. But colleagues, this video is still 2 minutes and 33 seconds long. This video is actually divided into 2 parts, and I actually want to divide it into 2 parts. My next option is to go split it here. I have the split option. I'm going to split this video into 2 parts. Like I said, I've seen this video. I know where it is. So I'm going to split my video, and you can see what's happening here. So this means this part is going to be 1 clip, and the next part is going to be another clip. So this is clip 1, and this is clip 2. So I'm going to seek for, I know it's 40 minutes and 33 seconds. This is exactly here. So this is the first clip that I want, and this is the second clip that I want. So now I'm going to split this into 2, and I'm happy with that. So I'm going to say done. So that means I have 2 clips now. You see at the bottom there? Here's my first clip. It's 40. What is it now? It's 40 seconds and 33. So I think it's milliseconds. And then my next video is next clip is 1 minute and 52 seconds. So now, colleagues, I want to add some text to my video, and I want to add some text. Let me not put on the text on this one yet. I'm going to put text on this. I want to add some effect, some nice 3D effect on this section here. So then I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to go to 3D effects, and I click on my 3D effects. There's a nice thing that Nelson Mandela is saying. This pop-up will come up. Just ask for a moment. It's fine. While we're waiting, there's a nice part in this video that he says that makes 100% sense to me. And there's an effect that I actually want to include and put in there that's very, very nice. So I know it is after, I think it's 1 minute and 19 seconds. Somewhere around here. There. She's asking him a question, and then he's responding to that. That he's answering. I'm not gonna play it, but he's answering here, and what he's saying is what he says is very nice. So I'm going to put in a nice 3D effect. Just go back. There. You can see how I can play with it. There. Now on my right hand side here, there is the editing options that you can use. There's a lot, colleagues, that you can make use of as I'm scrolling down. The ones that I've used already will be in the recent section here. So I've used this confetti fountain. All you do is you can just drag it over to that part, or whichever part you want to use, and it will appear there. I want to put it on both sides. Now, colleagues, you can move it here around. You can play with it. It just depends on you. You have these options to play with. Whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you feel good when it comes to this. And you can see in this box here, there's more options on this specific 3D effect. Now, it comes with volume, colleagues. Let me just see if I can play it.
You can never have an impact on society.
And there it's gone. But I don't actually like that that sound. So I'm going to put the sound off because otherwise it's going to interfere with what the speaker is saying there. So I'm going to switch off the volume and I'm going to say done. So whenever the video gets to that part, that means that that confetti, that 3D effect, actually want to add another 3D. And again, with this Windows editor, it has its own time. Yours might be a little quicker, um, but don't know why why mine is so slow. So you can put another one in, or you can put in as much as you want to. Colleagues want to put in another one, you can just drag it over. There you go. And that is how you put in your 3D effects. You can play and be creative to you there. So colleagues, I've shown you how to trim, how to split, and how to insert a 3D effect. Now I am going to put in a picture into my video that I want to use. Again, I'm going to select and I'm going to drag it down. All right. So now I'm going to do some editing on this picture. I'm going to click on it. And then I want to put some text over. So I'm going to click on text. Let me just cancel there again. All right. I want to put some text on it. And I want to put his name. There may be a different name. Madiba. This time I'm just going to make it simple. But I want to put it at the bottom. So now I can play around with my options that I have here. These nice features. Then I'm done. Ah, that's not Madiba. Let me just change that. That's better. Much better. Okay, so now I've put some text over my picture. And then colleagues, you can go to this motion option. You can add some motion. Let's just see what motions you can put in. There's a lot of motions you can make use of. This just means that when in your video you are transitioning from the video clip to the picture, when it hits on this picture, then it will zoom. You can either choose zoom out from the center, or zoom in center, or zoom in left or right. You can choose however you want this picture to display. I like the zoom out center, and I'm going to say done. Maybe I should just read preview. That's what I mean. But you can play around with all the others that are there. Then colleagues, the next one, you can put in some 3D effect there also. I want this maybe to have a longer duration, maybe want to stay a bit longer on the video, so I can click on the duration. It is currently on 3 seconds. I maybe want to have let it be there for 5 seconds. I'll click on 5 seconds, and then the duration of this video, the display of this picture, will stay there for 5 seconds. That's some of the options that you can also play with. Then colleagues, the next feature you can make use of is the filters. I know all our cell phones, most of our cell phones has got this nice option filters. So if you click on filters, you can play around with the different types of filters, and this totally depends on you, how you like your pictures to display. Because this is a very old picture, maybe I'm going to use this one. I'm happy with that. I'm going to say done. And that is how my picture will display in my video that I am now busy creating. Colleagues, then you see these black bars here. maybe I don't want that in there. So there is a way of taking that out. If you look at this remove or show black bars option there, if you click on it, it will give you the option to shrink to fit, which is the default, or remove black bars. And that means that is how your picture is going to display in your video. So let's just hit the preview button to see how it's going to look. That's how your picture is going to look now. It looks a bit better to me now, you know, it looks edited, it looks nice to use now. Then colleagues, still busy with our picture, you have the option to rotate this picture. If you have any pictures that you maybe want to rotate, or if you're unhappy with this picture of how it came out, you can also say delete. Then there's a more option, and that just means you can just remove all that is in your storyboard. That depends fully on you. I think I missed one thing before I continue to the other two parts. Oh, when you go to your videos, now I don't have the perfect video for this feature, but you can even adjust the speed of the clip that you have. So I'm going to take the first one. I'm going to hit the play button just for you to hear how Mr. Mandela is speaking.
Well, I hated oppression. And when I think about the past, the type of things they did.
Now, colleagues, you have the option to increase the speed or to decrease the speed of the clip. Now, like I said, this is not the best video to use because especially when people are talking. But if you have a picture where there's cars or anything that shows motion, then you make use of the speed, and that will speed up the video. It can be slower or a little bit faster, and then whatever's happening in that clip will be slower or will be faster. I'm just gonna make it a bit faster. I'll not too fast, otherwise the words not gonna come out nice.
Yes. Well, I hated oppression. And when I think about the past,
That's why I'm saying, colleagues, not the best clip. So, but you do have that option. You get the idea. You have that option to make the speed faster or but slower in your video. Colleagues, then another feature at the top, right at the top here, that says background music. Now, this app allows you to put in some background music in your whole video. So if you click on that, it will give you options of background music that is already installed in this app. So you can, I'm going to use this one, the second one. It's more fitted to the video that I'm creating, because this video is a bit more serious. But you can hit the play button just to hear just to get a preview of what this sounds like. I think, colleagues, it's not playing because we are in this meeting. So, but it is playing. You can play around with this. Just see that one. Oh, it's just a bit slow. That one is a bit more chilled for me. Just stop there. You can sync your video to the music's beat. Okay, you can do that. You have that option so that the video is playing on the beat of the music. I don't want to do that because I've done a lot of editing in this video, but if you can play with that and see what effect that has got there on your video, then the music volume. Now, I don't want this music to play over the speakers, so it depends on you, colleagues. You can play with it and see if you're happy with it. I'm just going to make it a little bit soft so that whoever is listening or watching the video can hear, but there is some background music, and background music in a video really just gives your video that extra finesse. It just sounds nice. It's just nicer to watch because there's some background music. So do make use of this option. It's a very nice option to make use of. So once I'm happy with it, I'm going to say I'm done. And then the background music will be in my video. Now, your option is custom audio. Now, colleagues, I don't know whom of you is singing, you know, if you have your own audio files that you really would want to include, or you maybe created a audio file where you recorded yourself speaking, you can add that in here. All right, from your device, you can add it here, and then you can insert it into your video. Okay, but I don't have, because yeah, I'm okay with what the what the editing app is giving me. So let me just play the video and see what we've created.
Yes. Well, I'm a person. And when I think about the past, the type of things they did, I feel I had to reject
liberation and the peaceful transformation of the country.
So colleagues, I'm just running through the video, just and what you can make use of. I'm just going to stop it there.
Important quality.
Just going to stop it. Right. Now, colleagues, this is all the editing in this app. Now, colleagues, once you're happy with all of this, you can go to the finish video. You can click on that and then use off. All right. It's recommended to use the high quality. You can use the low medium or low quality. The small file size, if it is that you're going to send it to your learners over WhatsApp, you maybe would want to be cognitive of the their cell phone size or the data, and then you can play around with this and see how these options will increase or decrease the size of the file. So, but for now, I'm just going to say hi because it's recommended, and then you can say export. Now, everything that was done will now export and will create the video into MP4 style. Then this pop-up will come up, will ask where do I want to save it. I'm just going to save it on my desktop for now. It will be a video file. Okay, then I'm saying export. So now it's exporting to my desktop.